what do you do when your brush that you use all the time is discontinued? Yikes. I'm Michelle Manriquez from Drop That Brush, and I want to help people who are non-artists become artists. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. If you've been around here for a while, you notice I have a different place. I have moved with air conditioning. It's really hot in my studio. I thought this would be a lot more comfortable for me. Oh my gosh. I have a huge problem. Loew-Cornell 12. I've used this, well, for 10 years. They last a long time. They hold a lot of water. They have a great point. They flip. And so this is my guy. It's not even expensive. And they discontinued it. You should have seen my face. What? Not a good idea at all. So they're gone. I have quite a few actually, so you may see that I'm painting with it, but I gotta find you something for you guys. Here I am going, oh, I have a video that tells me to go to this. Yeah, and it's not around anymore, so we gotta fix this. The problem is brushes are not the same, and I mean really not the same. Not all of them do what this one does and is inexpensive. So I am trying out brushes. 3 this week and the next week another 4. I just bought a whole bunch of brushes. I probably bought most of them around $11 to $19, and I'll put the prices down. You know, it changes. They're always on sale, or at least they seem like to me on sale. So I got them online. There's a lot of Princeton brushes. This is Princeton number 12 Neptune. There is Princeton Heritage, and we're going to check out Princeton Velvetouch. Now I can look at these and tell you some things. You see this? That's really fat. And if it's fat, it means it'll hold a lot of water. This one has a great tip. So I kind of just by looking at it have an idea. Are you ready to check out brushes? I gotta find something. Just a decent brush, learn that brush. That's what I want to help people to do, not to spend a huge amount of money. So let's find a good brush. And I'll explain why I think it's a good brush at the end. Here we go. All right. So this is the 12 of the Loew-Cornell. I am very, very sad. So now I'm trying to check out different brushes under $20 synthetic. So let's talk about each one of these. This is a round number 12 Princeton Neptune. So this tells me part of why this is going to be, it's a little fat, is it will hold enough water, but I'm concerned that it's a natural brush. They don't bounce back. So I'm real curious as to what's gonna happen with this one. Less than 20 bucks, I'll put the price on top. Let's check it out. I'm looking at the point. The 2 things I'm looking for is how much water it will hold and how much, how the point looks. Now the point looks pretty doggone good. Let me check that out first. I'm looking. See right here, it doesn't hold. When I do this, it doesn't hold the point. And that could be a problem. That's not quite what I'm looking for. Let me get a good, all right. How far can I go? Now I can look, it doesn't go back to the point immediately. Okay, well, I am not getting enough. That isn't getting very far. I'm not thrilled right now. A minute. All right, so let's check about the point. So if I can run my brush here, oh, the point's amazing. That's a very, but there doesn't seem to have the as much water as I normally would get on my Loew-Cornell. It doesn't bounce quite as well. Can you see it kind of, even when I do that, I can put it into a point, but I'm thinking it would be harder for a person to determine to make the edges. Well, it goes right back, but it's not, yeah, see, it just doesn't hold that much water. Okay, well, it's a maybe. This is the Princeton Velvetouch. Now, I noticed it wasn't as full, but you could absolutely see that there was a very fine point. Holding capacity, precision taping, and a resilient spring. So let's see what it does. I've really soaked it up. Okay. If I do a little, I can get a... See, the problem is, my other one, I could use an entire sky, and it would actually, and I'm trying to really soak up the, there you go, it's a little bit better. But it doesn't take long, and look, it already ran out. I think it's about the same as Neptune. Let's look at the bounce. The bounce is helpful for beginners. When it does weird things, beginners don't know how to handle that, and it just gives your life grief. So let's see if I get a good... Oh yeah, that is a lovely tip. All right, I like that, but not quite as much of juice that I would like. Well, and it does bounce right on back, and I like that. Now, this one, with just looking at it, it may not have the good tip. I mean, it has a tip. Let's see how it looks. I can get a pretty good line. That's not bad. So water, I'm really trying to make I get it. Wow. Okay, that didn't do it. Like the line. I think the best brush of those three, Princeton, are the Princeton Velvetouch. Great tip. Not quite as much water as we got the other one, but not bad. And a good spring. I like that. So right now, this is my brush, I think. We're gonna check it out next week, what those brushes are, and then I'll do a runoff to see which one I like. I will see you next week, and we will figure out what brush we're gonna use. When you don't know what you're doing and you're playing with your brush and just get in trouble, drop that brush, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. You have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week with more brush studies.